Alright, so in this video I'm going to talk about why I never decided to become a software engineer, even though I went to a coding boot camp for a few months. The goal wasn't to necessarily become a software developer, but for other reasons. And of course, in this video I'm going to discuss why I decided to not become a software engineer, why it was just never my interest. So before we continue talking, my name is Ario the Juiced from Juicy Tech YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification, comment, like, and share, of course. Special thank you to our good friends and supporters at CourseCareers.com, which is an online training program that has helped many people, myself included, land a job in tech. So if you're looking to earn between $50,000 to 6 figures plus, which is still possible in today's world, 2024, if that interests you, I'll leave the information about Course Careers for more information and how you can sign up and pretty much land a job in the tech space, earning that type of revenue per year. More information in the box below, then down there, the description box below. Let's keep talking. So like I said before, I'm going to pretty much share information with you on why I never really wanted to become a software engineer, but IT, right? If you're new to this channel, some of my earliest videos on this channel, I even disclosed at that time that my interest was first information technology, not necessarily software engineering. And even though I went to a coding boot camp, let's talk about that. Even though I attended a coding boot camp where they pretty much focus heavily around software engineering, we've learned things in terms of, how to pretty much connect an API to the back end and also connect the front end, just make that whole thing work. Gain a lot of information about JSON, Docker, Node.js, just so much information, so much great information. We've learned how to connect or how to deploy to AWS. A lot of awesome information, learning different syntax. Awesome, right? I understand these things pretty well, right? I'm not some expert, obviously, but I do understand what's going on. So this is what I was learning back in 2020, right? I'm sorry, in 2022. Again, even though I went to this coding boot camp, my focus wasn't to land a job as a software engineer, even though it can lead to that easily because that's what you're learning how to become. But it was not my interest. My interest was IT. Whether it's something, either if it's something or a job title such as IT support, which is what I'm doing right now. I work as a tier 2 IT support specialist. But whether it was something in cybersecurity, system admin, network admin or engineer, a cloud engineer, so many job titles in IT. And the thing what I love about IT is, to me, it just seems like there's more options in terms of work and growing quickly within that, I guess, field, right? If that makes any sense. Hope it does. But yeah, so my whole goal when I went to this coding boot camp, it wasn't to become an engineer. The focus was to gain as many professional references as possible. Network my butt off. That was my number one goal going to this coding boot camp. I didn't want to go to college. I didn't want to go to, I guess, should I put it? I just knew I just never wanted to go to a college to do all this. It would just take way too much time, and to me, it would be a waste of money and time, right? What made sense to me was to, spend a few $1,000s at a coding boot camp and be there for a few months and meet as many people as possible, which I have done. I still keep in contact with these people today on LinkedIn, and it's amazing because some of these people helped me land a job in IT. And the goal was to, again, but to have these amazing, talented, these successful engineers, most likely, right, as a reference, a professional reference. I've met the owner of the school. I still know him today. He's a experienced software engineer, over 10 years of experience. The man is amazing and super talented, very successful man, super smart. We've worked on different projects together. I still know him, so I have him as a reference. I have the professors, the teachers, the team leads. I'm sorry, not team leads, but just the assistant professors at this boot camp. I also have them as a reference as well. My goal is to network, meet people, build relationships. And when it's ready for me, and when I'm ready to start working or finding a job in tech, I have reference, because that is exactly what you're going to come across. A lot of people are going to ask you for references. Can someone vouch for you? Can they speak highly about you? We don't know you, so it'll be great if some professional in this in this world or this industry can speak more about you and how you work. Just know something about you, something positive, and why should we take you on? So that was the focus, was to network, right? That was really the top reason I went to this coding boot camp. Now, some people may find that to be a waste of money because it was a lot of money, but it paid off, because I've landed multiple jobs in IT, right? And the money was paid back a long time ago. Like, I'm done paying it off. So I did recoup my money back, obviously, from working. So it worked out perfectly well, like I planned. I've gained so much knowledge at this coding boot camp that did very much help me land a job in tech as well. I get questions about just different things, right? Sometimes you have these interviews, like the second or third round, and it's most likely a technical interview. They're asking you a lot of questions. They're asking if you understand what this is. Could you speak more about this? And sometimes I can just kind of throw in something in terms of Python in the mix to kind of give them an idea that I know a lot. You know, I'm not some expert, but I know a lot. I know what this is. I know what the point of using this technology. I understand, you know, the whole point of using the CMD, or if you're trying to ping something, or again, I understand, you know, the use of JavaScript. We may not be using that in my current job, but I understand it. I understand the syntax. I can write some type of coding in that, you know, in that coding language. It's amazing, right? So I very much did benefit greatly going to this coding boot camp. I got what I wanted, even though I didn't finish it, right? That wasn't the goal to finish it or not. It was to network. It was to meet people, because that is something I've learned over the years, working all my life. I'm 40 years old. I've worked all my life. What I do understand very, very well when it comes to finding work is it's really about who you know and not what you know. So by me knowing some very talented, what else? Important people in this field, especially where I live, right? The references that I have, these amazing people are well known in this industry as hardworking software engineers. Like they're so experienced and knowledgeable, and some of them are well known. Like, people know who they are. You know, I'm not saying there's some kind of celebrity, but they're known in this field because of the type of work they've been involved in, the type of projects. Again, I know the owner of that coding boot camp. It's a big deal, right? So it worked out great, but that was my main focus of going to a coding boot camp. Was to network, and I encourage anyone to do the same thing. It doesn't have to be a boot camp, but network, whatever way possible you can make that a goal of just meeting people. Do it. I don't care if it's online or offline. The importance of building relationships, to me, is the top number one thing if you're trying to find work in the tech space. Again, I understand it's really more about who you know and not what you know. What you know also helps a lot. Obviously, your hard skills, you need to know what you're doing, but by people knowing you, you can get in a lot easier. Your application goes way to the top of the list because this person already knows you. They already trust you. They already know your work ethic. They think you're a nice person to talk to. They enjoy your presence. They want to help you, and they can vouch for you because they know you're a good person, a good worker, and you'll be a good asset to that employer. So it just works. That's it with this video. Again, more information down below about everything I just mentioned, especially course careers. I encouraged it because I took one of their courses, the IT course. Obviously, I did pass it. I finished it. And that also did help me land a job in tech because they're seeing exactly what I know, my skills, also my experiences in terms of the labs that they provide at Course Careers. It's very hands-on training. So you're not just reading all day, you're actually doing the work. You're setting things up, you're building things. It's amazing. I encourage it because it does work. And yeah, it's going to really make you look good that you are knowledgeable in some of the modern day technologies that are being used right now in employers. Course Careers is awesome. So more information down below, again, in the description box. Let me get out of here. Peace out. Thanks for watching. Oops.